should have that conversation again.
Yeah. No, go ahead. No, organic. Go ahead, bro.
Organic. What's your name, man?
Junior.
Junior, my name's Joey. It's nice to meet you. So I'm only 19 years old. What's the biggest piece of advice that if you had a 19, biggest mistake you made, biggest piece of advice that you can give me that helped you grow the
biggest mistake is not listening to people, right? Thinking that you know it all, man. You have to be able to be a sponge and be able to absorb and take constructive criticism well, right? Being able to say if you're failing at something and somebody tells you you're failing at something, you have to acknowledge that, right? Because sometimes you might not be able to see in the mirror what you're failing at, but somebody else outside looking in might say, hey man, you're deficient at this, you need to get better at it, right? And the best thing I'd recommend, man, is just staying resilient. Right? At the end of the day, there's always going to be naysayers, whether it's girlfriends, whether it's parents, right? You're going to find something that you're in love with that everybody's going to disagree with, right? And you have to find that passion to say that no matter what outside noise is coming in, that you're going to pursue what you want to fucking pursue. Not for the money, right? Not for you to get one of these cars, right? You have to pursue the journey with the intent of being in love with that passion, right? Do something that's passionate, that you're passionate about, or if it's not passionate, you just like fucking money, well, then get yourself addicted to the money, right? You need to work 10 times harder than anybody around you, right? Because you said you're 19 years old, right?
Yes, sir.
And I tell you right now, at 19 years old, you had a much better platform, right, than I do. Because at 19 years old, I wasn't coming to events with multi-million-dollar cars, right? I wasn't in that environment to be able to do so, right? So another thing I would suggest is talk to some of these business owners, right? Just like you came up to me and you engaged and you said you've seen me on social media, there's a lot of other successful people here that would be willing to open up an ear and guide you, man. But mentorship's a big thing, right? It's a huge thing. So these little moments like this, it takes courage, right? There's a lot of people who won't have the courage. You just did what 90% of people won't do, is come up to a tattooed guy, right, that probably doesn't look the friendliest, and you say, hey man, how can I make myself this much better in life? And that right there, man, I commend to you. I commend to you. It's super cool to see somebody grow a set of balls and be like, you know what, I'm gonna set my pride aside, I'm gonna go engage and see what can I pull out of Junior right now, right? Because right now I could be like, hey, good man, work hard, you know, just keep pursuing what you man, and I'm up out of here, right? Yeah. But I think that's the biggest thing, man, is stay resilient, bro. You're gonna fail. Right?
You have to fail.
Right? You're gonna fail multiple times, right? I just posted this on my story the other day where, you know, people outside looking in, they think life's just amazing for me, but probably 90% of the time, shit goes wrong for me. 90% of the time, shit goes bad for me, bro. It's that 10% that I utilize to ensure that 90% doesn't fuck me over, doesn't fuck up my morale, doesn't mess up my business relations, my relationship with my kids, right? You have to be able to find that second gear. All right, so that's the biggest thing, man. You're a young buck, right? Don't compare yourself to other people.
Oh my God.
Right? Don't get on social media and see that Joe Schmo is 19 years old and he's on e-com and he's driving a fucking Lambo. Shit's fake, bro. Right? There's a very minute aspect of people that are actually doing that at those ages, right? I tell everybody to have a window, right? One of the most successful people that I know and is a mentor of mine is my business partner, Shai. I met him at 36 years old and he was broke. He was still chasing music. That was 36 years old. If I was to look at myself and fast forward, I'm 30. In 6 years from now, if I was broke, I still wouldn't get discouraged because I knew somebody that was broke at that age, right? I could wake up tomorrow and lose everything that I've ever built, bro. But I always tell everybody, no matter what the fuck I lose, I'm always gonna get that shit back. Always. And tenfold, bro. So, once again, you can't predict the future, bro. All you can predict is you fucking getting after it. That's it. So, my biggest encouragement to you, man, is just keep pushing, bro. Keep pushing, man. I love and inspired by the young generation, bro, because you guys are what's going to replace us. All right?
Yes, sir. Junior.
Absolutely, brother.
I appreciate you, man.
Absolutely,
Thank you.
bro.
Thank you for your time.
Yeah, for sure, bro. For sure.